My phone sat on the table that night, screen still glowing. Jordan's text stared back at me. "You don't deserve this, Evie." 5 little words, but they cracked something wide open. I didn't answer. I didn't know what to say. David's keys jingled at the door. Too soon, too late. I don't know anymore. He stepped inside, didn't look at me, just tossed his coat, loosened his tie, and scrolled on his phone as he passed. I stayed silent. Maybe I wanted him to notice the tears. He didn't. The house felt heavy. It had felt heavy for a long time. I went upstairs, closed the bathroom door, turned on the faucet just so he wouldn't hear me cry. I told myself I was fine. I told myself I was married. I told myself to hold on. But Jordan's words sat like a candle in a dark room. Small, but enough to see by. The next morning, I didn't plan to reply. But at lunch, my phone buzzed again. "Hey, I didn't mean to cross a line. I just want you to know you matter." I stared at it a long time. Then, before I could think, I typed, "Thanks. I appreciate that." That's it. Harmless. At least that's what I told myself. He sent back a smile emoji and nothing more. It was respectful, gentle, and yet I felt something shift. Days passed. David stayed distant. Our conversations were schedules and bills, never hearts and dreams. One evening, he canceled dinner. Working late, I sat alone with food going cold, scrolled my phone, and without planning to, opened Jordan's message thread. We talked about books, music, places we'd been. He never flirted, never pushed, but he listened. It felt like breathing after holding my breath for years. Weeks later, we met for coffee. I told myself it was innocent, just friends. But when I saw him waiting, smile easy, eyes kind, my pulse betrayed me. We sat by the window, city humming outside. I laughed, a real laugh, at something small he said, and when his eyes met mine, I saw a recognition, not desire, not hunger, just seeing. It scared me. I went home both lighter and guilty. David was already there, glued to his phone. He didn't ask where I'd been, didn't look up. The guilt melted fast into anger. Then came the argument. He'd left dirty dishes everywhere, snapped when I asked for help. "You always nag," he said. "You don't even look at me." I shot back. He laughed. That cold laugh that cuts. "Look at you? For what?" I felt something inside me crack. I locked myself in the bathroom and texted Jordan. "Rough night, just needed to say hi." His reply came quick. "You okay? Want to talk?" I almost called him. Almost, but stopped. Instead, I just stared at my reflection. Puffy eyes, messy bun, soul tired. How had I become invisible in my own home? A week later, Jordan invited me to an art show. "I think you'd like it." No pressure, I said yes. I told myself I needed to get out, feel human, not hide. The gallery was warm, alive, laughter, color, music. Jordan met me at the door, casual but somehow steady. He introduced me to friends, talked about art, asked about my dreams like they mattered. For the first time in forever, I felt light. He didn't touch me, didn't lean in, but when I laughed, his eyes softened. It was safe, yet electric. Coming home felt like stepping back into a freezer. David sat watching TV, didn't glance up. I almost told him where I'd been. But why? He wouldn't ask, wouldn't care. That night, he rolled away from me in bed. I lay awake, heart pounding, remembering laughter and color and being seen. I whispered to the dark, "I deserve more than this." For the first time, I believed it. Weeks blurred. Jordan and I didn't cross lines, but we got closer. He became my lifeline, a safe place to land. I told him about my fears, my loneliness. He just listened. And then one night, as I was venting about another cold dinner, he said softly, "Evie, you're allowed to want love, real love. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise." Tears sprang to my eyes, not because of him, but because of what I'd settled for. Then David surprised me. He booked a weekend getaway, said we needed us time. At first, I was hopeful. Maybe he saw me slipping away, but the trip was hollow. Nice hotel, expensive dinner, but no heart. He stayed on his phone, half listened when I talked. His idea of love was the receipt at the end of the meal. That night, lying side by side, the silence between us louder than any fight, I realized this wasn't a marriage. It was a cage with nice furniture. Back home, I found myself packing a small overnight bag, not because I decided to leave, but because I didn't know what else to do. I needed space, air, clarity. I looked at my phone. 2 notifications from David. Where are you? Don't do something from Jordan. No pressure. But if you need a safe place to breathe, I'm here. 2 men, 2 worlds, one controlled by fear, one offering quiet kindness. I stared in the mirror, hair messy, eyes red, but stronger than the woman who once believed she wasn't enough. Myself, you deserve to be loved right. I zipped the bag, hopeful, tense. I don't know where this road leads. I don't know if love with Jordan is what's next, or if love with myself